No, they just dance around the problem and they throw little... They pat themselves on the back as they do things like that where they'll... It's like, okay, great example. I don't know exactly how to put it into words other than this. About a year ago, 2 years ago, I don't know exactly when it was pretty recent, there was that whole thing about the Oscars, the protest at the Oscars, because the black community felt like they weren't represented enough in film.
Oh!
Yeah.
That's about to be a good example. I already know what you're saying.
Yeah, so a lot of people didn't go to the Oscars, except for the big name ones, like the major sellouts who aren't affected, like Will Smith and them. And...
You know he's rapping again?
Oh, that's funny. Will Smith and John Cena should make a collab album. Just saying. Anyway, fucking all that happened, and I swear it was just... It must have been just last year, although I feel like that's not right. I think it was the year before that, because it's so blatantly obvious what film is turning into, at least here in America, as of lately, because...
It's a placate device.
Yeah, dude, there is more TV shows with, like, primarily black cast, if not all black cast, and predominantly, there you go, and movies with predominantly black cast or an all black cast more than ever before, and they just come out of nowhere like, I wonder, what spawned all this. I wonder, it's just them trying to reach out like, okay, they bitched and moaned, so here's our, answer before things get crazy. And the thing is, it's so heartbreaking. It's so fucked up because they're actually buying into it. It's so blatantly obvious. It's like, okay, fucking here we go. Like, let's just send them out so that it shuts them up. Black Panther. I don't know if you've seen it.
No, I've heard it's a good movie, though.
Everybody is going off about that fucking movie. It's no different than any other piece of shit superhero flick, but just because it focuses on a black character, and I mean, like, very black, he's from Africa, all sorts of jungle themes and tribal music.
Isn't he from, like, Planet Africa?
Basically, it's some fictional city or whatever in Africa, Uganda or something. Anyway, everybody is dick riding this film, and it's not because it's a good film, it's not because it's any different than any other piece of shit Marvel has put out.
Wait, have you seen this?
I have.
Okay, I was going to say, you can't say this since you've seen it.
Right, no, I've seen it. It's only because it was an answer to all those protests. And, they had Kendrick Lamar do most of the soundtrack, and The Weeknd is there, too. Okay. Oh, boy.
Well, Kendrick Lamar is... I mean, I respect Kendrick Lamar's work ethic and his message. He's like a less violent Tupac. But Kendrick Lamar is like the Wayne Brady of rap. White people approve, so that makes him a good rapper.
Yeah.
And that does not make him a good rapper in everybody else's eyes. Which fucking sucks. I mean, well, to real hip-hop heads, like, I mean, I used to be, now I kind of listen to underground rap, and if anybody listens to anything else, I go, garbage, you have garbage taste in music. But yeah, I can't really get into Kendrick Lamar. I like some of his stuff, but it's just kind of, it's not out there, but at the same, like, okay, Humble was a good song, but at the same time, it's way too catchy for me. And I had somebody quote it to me. He was like, bitch, sit down, be humble. And instead of me going, oh, you quoted Kendrick Lamar, I was like, what is that? Just to be an asshole.
Right, as you do.
He's the Wayne Brady of rap.
Yeah, that's a really good way of putting it. I respect him. I respect how he's trying to, it seems to me, because I'm not a major music person, let alone hip-hop, all that, but it seems to me like he's trying new things. He's trying to like different like rhythmic structures and flows and everything, and I respect that. I'm not personally into it, but I respect the shit out of it, which is why
honestly I don't know why I don't like it as much as I should. And it's just a thing that I have. I don't know why. But I did also hear that if you play Damn backwards, it's actually better. If you play it from the last track to the first track, and his fans figured that out, like Tool fans.
Right.
And he went, yeah, I kind of did that on purpose. Like, that's fucking cool. but I haven't listened to your album.
I think I listened to that album in full, but now I'm going to have to try it out backwards. That's interesting. Just like, yeah, like you said, Tool, the whole, the golden circle thing, the Fibonacci sequence, that's it. Yeah. Yeah, I've actually yet to do that.
Which made it a better fucking album.
You've done it?
Yeah. Well, I didn't do it. There's a playlist of it, or a streamed album of it on YouTube. Get on the couch. Nobody likes you. You wanna why? Because you're a pit bull and you're a punk ass bitch. I'm just kidding. I love you, but your nails are fucking up our recording. So,
yeah.
So get a manicure, pedicure, and get on the fucking couch. Lay down. Stay. And it is, dude. Isn't there's a fucking black superhero called Falcon, isn't there? Or Hawk, or some kind of bird. I know there's another one out there. I know they only have two.
I know there's Black Lightning that they just made a show about on Netflix. No, it's on CW, but it's already on Netflix.
Was Luke Cage always a thing? Or did they
Luke Cage was always a character back in Jessica Jones.
Okay, I did not know Jessica Jones. So those aren't Netflix made up?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, they're right. Just a little bit of, huh. But no, okay, so right after seeing A Quiet Place, yeah, I get to see movies for free at the theater I work at. So I decided, fuck it, I'll just see a movie tonight. And I went to see a movie called Breaking In. It's a movie.
Yeah.
Okay, you know about it.
Yeah.
Well, for anybody who doesn't know, it's a movie where a black woman must break into her own house to save her children from some terrorist, obviously white group.
Home invader.
And I knew it before even seeing that movie that, holy shit, this is the perfect answer to all that bullshit. Hey, how do we appease the feminists and the black community at the same time? We make a black, strong, female lead having to fight for her children. Oh, bravo, Smith. Bravo.
Hey, Vivica Fox is hot.
I'm not saying she isn't. I'm just saying it's so blatantly obvious what they're doing, and everybody's just eating it up. When I went to the black bar... Oh, I never even told you that. My sister insisted that I go to a black barber shop while I was down there.
Yeah!
I will not have my hair done any other way now, which sucks because we don't have one up here in Reno. Anyway, they had not only Black Panther posters everywhere, but they had a Marvel vs. Capcom 2 arcade cabinet there.
I hope that you fucking gave him the same Black Panther bullshit you're giving me right now.
I sat there completely quiet, trying to act like...
You're not white?
Yeah.
You piece of shit. Look, I'm saying this for the fucking record. You are not allowed to go to a black barber shop unless you fucking talk. Look, if I was in there and I knew all this shit about Black Panther, and I watched it and shit, I'm like, I don't know, man. I would bring up all this Oscars shit.
Okay, well,
dude,
it's not like I
don't know if you've ever seen them. You don't need to see Ice Cube's barbershops to know how black barbershops work. But those motherfuckers are in the know. And, I mean, they know what the fuck to talk about in black barbershops. You need to go in there and get actual information. That's where you need to go. And you're just sitting there being fucking quiet.
But here's the fine line, though. Yes, it was a black barbershop, but it was in the mall.
Ah, fuck! Well, yeah. Why did you say that?
Just so I could hear you be stupid for a few minutes.
I talked it up so badly, so hardcore, and you're like, oh.
No, and my thing was, I was already feeling very much of an outcast around that mall already because...
You're not from Los Angeles.
Well, it wasn't just that, it was... My problem was, I was telling my sister...
Lay down.
I don't really... know... I'm a dude. I don't know fashion. I would like to be able to better dress myself. And she was saying, oh, get, my daughter, your niece, to go with you.
Knock it off. You're just doing that for the recording. Get on the fucking couch. Big crybaby bitch. Couch! Lay down.
And so
cut out all this bullshit.
We go to the wherever, the clothing store, like Kohl's or something, And
Kohl's sucks.
I'm not feeling it. I'm just like I'm starting to get all girly and depressed. Just like I don't know what clothes go right with me. Blah blah blah. And
Quick question: you're getting all girly and depressed because you don't know what clothes to wear?
Yes,
I get all girly and depressed when I go clothes shopping because they don't fit me.
Okay.
So fuck yourself. I don't know what to wear. How much do you weigh? What shirt size do you wear?
Small.
Really? Go fuck yourself. This is a 4X right here.
What does that have to do with anything?
Shut the fuck up. I'm getting there. This right here that I'm wearing is a 4X. As you can see, it's covered in stains. You want to know why? I refuse to wash it. You want to know why? Because if I wash it, it shrinks. And I can't feel comfortable wearing it. That's how fucking girly and yeah, so I go shopping. I put on a pair of clothes that I used to be able to wear, like a 44 or some shit. It no longer fits. I go, I don't need new clothes. I just fucking leave. And you're sitting there going, I don't know how to look good. Boo-hoo. Fuck
Take
you.
a walk, fatty. Me, I have the clothes available.
How you know I don't walk all the time and it's just genetic? Yeah, it's a bullshit lie.
I don't have to answer that. I'm not going to respond to that question. So, I'm already feeling...
America.
Like, poor me, blah, 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 and getting way too boohoo on my vacation. Right after that, we go to the mall. The same mall.
Is this just you and your niece?
Yeah.
You ever get her to pick black chicks up?
No.
Just pretend that she's your daughter, man.
That's a whole other tangent I'm not about to start right now. Anyway, we're walking by certain clothes shops that I'm actually looking at the clothes thinking, wow, I like those.
I don't think you've ever stopped me from changing any, from going on a different tangent. That's amazing.
I'm looking at the name of the shops. I'm looking at the clothes themselves, and I'm like, that store isn't for me. I'm too white to be wearing those clothes. And
God damn it, Alex.
Everybody around me, including my half-black niece, my black brother-in-law, they're all, and when I'm telling them this all later, they're all going, nobody fucking cares.
Thank you,
just
you
wear
douche.
Just wear what you want. Just do what you want. Take what you want. Life is yours. And I'm over here just like, but I'm going to get looked at weird while I'm in there. And just being a total childish douche. I admit that.
I don't think, no, that's not childish because children don't give a shit. White Avery.
It definitely is immature.
Well, yeah, but it's also, you don't really, how the fuck, it's ignorance. It's ignorance because you can just walk into whatever the fuck this thing is, whatever the hell the place is called. You can walk in there with it being 98% black people, and you can fucking like the clothes. You don't have to go, oh, I'm not even going to walk in there because I'm too white to shop there. Motherfucker, New Jersey, they call, I don't know if they call all of New Jersey that, but it's a place where Redman, the rapper, is from, called Brick City. They call it the Chocolate City because there's a whole bunch of black people. I will go to the Bricks right fucking now is because I like Redman's music so much and I respect the shit out of that guy. On MTV Cribs, they had to do a fucking revisit on Redman's MTV Cribs. You want to know why? You want to know why? I'll tell you why. For the first MTV Cribs, they showed up and he didn't answer the door. They walked into his house and they had to wake him up. Because he had forgot or he slept in or whatever. Then he had his cousin Pooh Bear sleeping on the ground. And they had late night recording. He walked through his ghetto ass, shitty fucking house. And he went, yeah, this is the money jar. He has a jar full of money on top of the fridge. Because he keeps it real. I fucking love this dude. And then at the end of it, he was talking about yeah, next time, or he said something like you can't knock or he's like, next time you want to get a hold of me, just rub these two wires together, and it was the doorbell.
That's he still lives like that?
No, actually, they revisited it 10 years later, and he had money now. It's the exact same house, but it has a doorbell, and yeah, you go through it, it's a lot fucking nicer. But that's how real he was. I will go to Bricks right fucking now. I might get shot because apparently it's super violent. But, I mean, at least I went there. And you won't even go into a fucking clothing store. You think... Okay, I mean, I'm not saying this because I know you're not a racist, but do you think you're going to get shot in a clothing store?
No. It's because...
That was just a really bad joke.
I respect their boundaries so much that I don't want to just be another one of those white guys that just...
Oh, you don't want to misappropriate their culture. That's what you feel like?
I don't even know. I understand.
Like people that...
Shut the fuck up. I understand that you ought to be true to yourself. You ought to just not care, and we should just get rid of these boundaries completely.
Yeah.
But that's not how it is right now. And I don't want to be that fucking white guy who just thinks it's okay, like, I own the world. Oh, you know, hey, all these black people, I'm just going to continue ruining everything you like, putting on your style so that you'll never want to wear it again, say words that you use so that you'll never want to use that slang again, because it's our job as white people to ruin everything. It's what we've done since the dawn of time, it's what we continue to do, and I don't want to continue that trend.
Hey, whoa. Black people make peanut butter, okay? So...
You don't know that.
There's that.
And then we had to put jelly in the mix and ruin it for them.
I thoroughly enjoy peanut butter. I don't like jelly that much. Then again, I don't like white people that much.
Yeah,
and I don't like mayonnaise.
I like joking about mayonnaise.
Did you like the clothes?
Yes.
Okay, see, that's the problem right there. If you liked the clothes, it's an entirely different story than if you went, I wonder what I look like in those. Or, those could be cool. But the fact that you went, those are cool, and you went, no. Like, you're not... If you buy a shirt or a pair of shorts in, I don't know, a black store, or whatever the fuck this is, you're not gentrifying their fucking place of living, so it's not that big of a deal. And what I meant by misappropriating, it might be just appropriating. When I said that earlier, like, white women that wear Indian headdresses. Oh,
and do all that, what's it called? It's not tattoos.
Henna?
That's it.
Yeah. That's appropriating other cultures, and it offends people. But you wouldn't be doing that if you just went, I like this shirt with Tupac on it. Or whatever the fuck's on there.
I know. But I'm me, and
like
I have a lot of growing to do.
You can do what you want.
Between the sheets. What?
You can do what you want, but you have weird fucking reasons to not do stuff you like.
I do it to myself. I'm completely aware of that. That's why... maybe the root cause is that you saw that it was 9/10 black people, and you would have felt uncomfortable in there. No, I didn't see a single person in the store. I just looked at the clothes and kind of just had that instinct, thinking, yeah, I'm pretty sure white people, only entitled trust fund white kids who think it's okay to act black shop here.
Okay, Malibu's Most Wanted.
Exactly.
No, they called me that in high school. And it really hurt my feelings.
Still affects me to this day.
I can rap, damn it.
Unlike that piece of shit.
Trying to do some chapstick. There's a Ford Maverick. Feel like I'm a hot dog and y'all the buns.
That should be my ringtone. That's why when she was saying all that about the black barber shop, I was... at first I was completely down, and I was asking, how much is it, so I have an idea before we go there, and she's, I got you, I got this one, and the more and more that day approached, I'm just like, I'm gonna feel like an outcast, like I already do, blah blah blah, because I was feeling like 100% behind the idea. And then there was that day full of, like, clothing shit, and I was, like, in a really bummer mood that whole day because of it. Stupid, I know. Then it was a day or two after that we actually went to the barbershop. And before we went, my sister, who by strictly of the authority of having a a half black daughter and being married to a Blurple man, has the full authority to act as black as she wants.
A Blurple man.
And she totally does. She takes advantage of it.